Number 1, William Hanner, Eden Hall Upper Elementary, Rams. Number 5, Dave Merlot, Archangel Gabriel Catholic School, Knights. Number 6, Brody Carter, Hudson Middle School Explorers. 9, William Sproul, Marshall Middle, Tiger. 10, Luca Filiaggi, Franklin Elementary, NA Tigers. 11, Jack Rio, Seneca Valley Raiders. 16, Colin Julius, Myers Area Centennial School District, Fighting Planets. 18, Carter Shoe, Peters Township Indians. Number 20, Cruz Armstrong, Eden Hall Upper Elementary, and we are Rams. Number 24, Brady Paris, Neil Armstrong Middle School, Central Park, Blackhawks. Number 29, Preston Clutter, Hampton Middle School, Talbots. 34, Valley Occupied, Marjorie Centennial School, Fighting Planets. Number 43, Cam Evans, St. Killian Parish School, Celtics. 77, Jake Starr, Seneca Valley Raiders.
Number 78, Austin Wu, Marshall Elementary School, Tigers. 88, Brandon Kaminsky, Marshall Middle School, Tigers. 90, Tano Bois, Hay Middle School, Raiders.
Good morning, Swirly Nation. And welcome back to Hazel Park Arena, home of the Vikings, for the third game of the Detroit Challenger Series. This game will be a cross-city clash, a Pittsburgh bash. It's the Pittsburgh Vengeance and your Pittsburgh Penguins Elite. We welcome all of Swirly Nation worldwide for this 8 o'clock tilt between two Pittsburgh heavyweights. I'll be your play-by-play announcer, Jeremy Evans. I'm joined in the booth between the glass, actually against the glass, $5,000 seats for this event. The one, the only Colby Armstrong.
I love that. Viking up in the corner of the rink in the far end of the ice from our broadcast situation, Jeremy, and you're right, Harmerville to Cranberry. We've got a Pittsburgh tilt for the ages here at 8 o'clock in the morning in Detroit.
The starting lineup for your Penguins: in net, number 1, William Hanner. This is brought to you by the Training Table at the Lemieux Sports Complex, Cranberry Township, Pennsylvania. On defense, number 77, Jake Starr. And number 16, Dalton Julius. Up front at right wing, number 10, Luca Filiaggi. The left wing, number 43, Cameron Evans. In its center, number 24, Brady Paris. Paris in after the puck in his own end. Perimeter around for Julius. Julius up the boards looking for Filiaggi. Filiaggi pinned along the wall by Hartman. It's going to be hard to get you the Vengeance names because they don't have them on the back of their unis. Evans tries to center it off of a stick looking for Filiaggi. I think that's Voigt picking it up for the Vengeance, and it'll be Kaminsky tapping it up for Wu. It'll be Schub getting control on the outside. He finds Carter streaking into the offensive zone. He's around. I think that's Farah, and able to get a shot on net. That's fought off by the Vengeance goaltender. Rimmed back around, and the Vengeance will break out the left-hand side. Valella there to break it up at the Penguins' blue line. He'll get control. Wind it up to Wu, who cuts in. Wu with a dirty dangle, and he just misses the net, I believe. Again, bringing you the game from the far end, so Some of the stuff at the other side we're going to make an educated guess at. Vengeance weaving through center, pressured by 3 Penguins. They're able to snap one off, get his shot in on net. That's handled by Hanner, picked up by Reel. He'll fly up and out of his own zone through the neutral zone. Picking it up at center is Merlot. Pressure from Armstrong. And now Ofterheide will take control. He'll weave into the offensive end. He's got some dirty dangles too. And he'll still end up with a puck, and he'll risk one in that's stopped and held by the Vengeance netminder.
Well, Jeremy, I coached this Vengeance team the last 2 years, and they're a hard-working bunch. This group of players, they'll give the Penguins a good effort, if anything. It's good seeing these kids. Crazy how much you don't see them for a while, and you know those inches add up, and you look at their faces, they're looking older, and
it's that time where the kids really physically grow and develop. So
and they all know each other too, right? You did that summer hockey. Oh, what was it called? The Beauty League?
The Top Cheese. Top Cheese. We didn't want to steal the NHL's Beauty Thunder.
Well, we had a Team Beauty, which I know Cruz was on, and I believe they won the tournament.
World champions of the universe.
World champions, yeah. And so a lot of these Vengeance kids play in that league too with these Penguins kids. So
yeah, it was definitely a fun summer
awesome.
of good, hard-fought Pittsburgh hockey that we're going to see some more of right here. One of those kids that was in that league, Dylan Hartman, there trying to come out of the corner for the Vengeance. As it's snapped in behind, it'll be Jake Starr getting control. He'll reverse opposite side looking for Filiaggi. It kind of comes off the boards weird, and it'll be Julius in a bit of a battle. As the Vengeance cut to the middle. Penguins are partway through a line change as Sproul gets there. He fires it up looking for Filiaggi. That play is cut off. It'll be dumped back in the corner. Julius falls, so it'll be Starr getting there. He's tied up a bit. He'll bank it off the boards looking for Paris. Paris will be supported by Evans and Starr. It'll be Evans smacking at it. Can't get it out, but he'll get control instead. He'll exit the zone on the right-hand side, carrying up the off wing into the offensive zone, cutting to the middle and firing one low and hard. That skipped wide of the cage, I believe. Picked up by Filiaggi in front for Paris. His shot blocked by the big Vengeance defense. Kept at the blue line, but only briefly by Kaminsky. Banked off the boards into the offensive zone by the Pens, and they'll pressure. A turnover there to Paris, and he makes no doubt about it.
Oh, they're saying no goal.
That was clearly in the net. I could see it from here. Penguins celebrating, and they'll just have to do it again as that shot by Kaminsky. Battled for, puck is kept out again. The Penguins clearly score, but they'll just have to keep piling on. Villela to the puck, banking it off the boards. It'll be Filiaggi twisting with it. He's knocked down, but Villela follows on in support. Winding behind the cage. Looking. He'll go back to his partner, Kaminsky. His shot from the outside. Off a body, skipping just wide. Evans gets there. It's all Penguins right now. Cleared up, but not out, kept by Kaminsky. He'll fire one back in. Evans will get it in the corner. He reverses. Nice no-look pass to Filiaggi.
Oh, he had Paris coming into that soft spot in the slot as they go strong side to weak side and open up that play through the middle. Paris, 2 good chances this shift.
Now it'll be Evans turning with it, firing one low, stopped by Darren. I'm not sure Darren's last name. Do you remember Darren's last name?
I don't remember.
It'll be behind the net, Villela. Now the Vengeance get control, and they'll fire it all the way down. It's an icing as they take the heat out of a hot kitchen. It was all Penguins right there, getting a goal that doesn't count, and they'll have to keep battling on.
Great chance by Paris in the slot. It looked like it had gone in. Did it hit back bar? Did it hit the post? I guess they figured it did hit the post, and then he got another chance in that soft spot in the slot. Of course, Evans in there in the crease on one net mouse scramble, trying to pick up some loose change.
We work back to the point for Ofterheide. He'll fake the slapper, take a wrist shot that's blocked by the Vengeance netminder, and we'll get a face-off as it careens into the netting above the glass.
And we've seen this now 2 shifts in a row, but It's important. Strong side to weak side, down behind the net, work in that area, and then low to high. You can see what kind of collapsing the defense will do in those situations when you're down low and then can get it up top to the point. We've seen Kaminsky with some shots through last shift. That time Ofterhide, good patience, walks in a couple steps more. Probably looking for sticks, as Rylan Ofterhide likes to do with that head-up defensive approach. Darren Riley is the goaltender. Darren Riley. That's right.
It'll be Wu into the Vengeance zone. He'll dump it in behind. It's Shub and Carter on the pressure. The puck cleared just past Wu, stepping up on it, Merlot. He'll keep it in the Vengeance zone, covered for at the blue line by Carter as it comes out to Ofterhide. His shot off a Vengeance defender. Rebound tapped off the goaltender into the corner. Working behind the net is Shub. Now Carter in the corner. Back to the point. Ofterhide gets tied up a bit. Carter, nice back check to clear that play up, and Merlot will get it up to Shub, who dumps it in, and the Pens get a full 5-man change. Armstrong will pressure. It's between the wickets, a star. Across crease feed. That's off the post and cleared by the Penguins. It was Voigt wide open in the slot, and he finds iron. Puck just trickled between the Pens' defense there, right between the legs, and created a 2-on-1. A nice pass to the middle, and iron saving the Penguins there. A slap shot from the point, stopped by Hanner, rebound cleared by Reel. He'll fire it up ice to Sproul. Sproul will carry through center, weaving to the outside, stopping, trying to pull it around Kissane. Tapped past Kissane to Armstrong, who possesses behind the Vengeance net. The former Vengeance player working deep in the zone. It'll be Reel getting there to get control. He'll find Villela at the point. Winding, firing glove hand saved by Riley.
Couple great chances for Vengeance, and Hanner had to be rock solid. Got some luck off the post, so a post for each team thus far. Nicely executed by Ermlich and Voigt on that 2-on-1. And still nothing can go behind. Now, Penguins collapsing to the front of the net and clearing out the rebounds and making some hard plays in and around that hard area to keep this game scoreless.
And there it's in the net, and they'll count it. It's the same dangerous player in front. That's Brady Parrish from Cameron Evans, as they were pounding in front of the cage.
Paris should have a hat trick already with the chances he's had, and I see the Austin Matthews goal celebration point.
Well, he wanted to make sure the referee called that one.
Yeah, that's the Austin Matthews. He did that in a game, and of course these kids will be seeing the Zegras scoop puck. They love watching this stuff, and they copy the guys they love, and of course Austin Matthews, one of those guys. Nice goal by Paris. He's got a little pep in his step today. I don't know what his dad gave him this morning, but the big horse must have had some good oats.
The Penguins back in the Vengeance zone. It's Paris pressuring in the corner. Full of oats, apparently.
A belly full of oats, Jeremy.
Evans with the pressure. Out come the Vengeance. Carrying through center, crisscrossing, feeding it cross ice. It'll be Ofterhide getting to it first. Off his stick right to the middle. Merlot with a great defensive play. Tapped back out. Now Evans will chase it down. He's battling Anderson. Anderson able to clear it up to center. It's cut off there by Ofterhide. Now Wu will cover up and get control. He'll crisscross with Evans, who's actually headed to the bench. And the Penguins are getting a change as Wu winds into the offensive zone. He'll fire one down low. Rebound battled for out front. Riley's got it. It's in the net, but they'll say no goal again. The puck bouncing around, the Penguins put a rebound in, and for the second time, a puck that is in the Vengeance net is called no goal. I think the whistle got blown early on that one.
Early whistle. Great job by Wu to use his legs off the wall. Gets across the open ice using his skill and his legs and speed, and then we know he's got that shot, right? Austin Wu steps into a shooting position in zone and puts one on net, and it's just a follow-up. I think it's just an early whistle as they look to get another greasy one in and around 10 feet of that net.
So Penguins have to keep pushing here. They'll keep digging, battling. They've got the 1-0 lead. It could be a game that's already somewhat out of hand as Carter fires one and Riley flashes the leather.
We see different line here. Shub also moved up with Wu and Carter. That means Armstrong's bumped with Sproul and I believe Reel on that line, as Reel will now play center, usually a winger.
Wu leans over the dot. It's Merlot and Ofterhide, the defense pair. Pressured by Shub, back to the point. Merlot winding and firing, that's deflected wide of the cage. Rimmed back around by the Vengeance. They'll come off the wall, firing it up through center. Ofterhide there to turn it right back the other way. This is, I believe, Bombich, the big defenseman for the Vengeance, weaving through center. Into the pen zone, cut off by Ofterhide. He'll carry in reverse side. Nice reversal there for the Pens. He goes indirect looking for Shub, who's up towards the blue line. It's knocked back into the Pens end by the Vengeance. Merlot will go indirect and tap out the center by Carter. Now Wu weaves through into the Vengeance zone where he'll dump and the Pens will get a change. Blazing after it, Armstrong. An attempted stretch pass there by the Vengeance is cut off by Julius and we'll get a whistle on the offside play. 1-0 Penguins with about 5:07 left in period number 1. It could be 2 or 3-0 Penguins. But we'll play the 1-0 game. Keep it tight for a while. Star lines one in on net, cutting to the middle.
Darren Riley is squeezing everything. He's flashed the leather a few times here this morning. I know we picked him up halfway through the season last year, and
yeah, the PAL teams love that.
Yeah, yeah. So we'd been had one goalie all year and knew we wanted to get another one, and we had him come out and taking some really big steps. Great kid, and
I believe Wingard's back with those guys as well. He was your goalie the first year, then came to the Pens, and then back to the Vengeance. Again, these boys all know each other. Actually, Cameron, my son, goes to school with Darren Riley, so classmates during the week. As a round star comes Hartman. It's a 3-on-1, broken up by Julius. And Starr heads the other direction. He looks for a reel in the middle. It bounces off of his stick. Watson battling with Reel. It comes to Armstrong, who finds a wide open Villela, crashing the net, firing one that just misses high block or glove side. And it'll be an offside play at the blue line as Kaminsky tries to keep it in. Neutral zone face-off here. It'll be Paris centering Filiaggi and Evans. He's got a tally already in this one. They're back out the center, and Villela there to break the play up. As it's weaved up through center, Evans unable to get control. The Pens defense pinching up on the play. Back come the Vengeance. Shot down low, kicked out by Hanner right to the stick of Filiaggi, and he turns it back the other way. Pass behind Evans, but he'll pick it up off the boards and gain the Vengeance zone. Left wing side, driving in, cutting to the corner, pulling up. He'll end up in a battle there. The Vengeance outnumber the Penguins, and back they come. Missing the pass through center, so Ofteride will pick it up at the Pens blue line. He'll fire it up, looking on the backhand for Evans. Picked off by the Vengeance, but carried in by Paris. He'll drive right down the middle to Filiaggi, who taps at it. It's in front, and it's in the net again. And there's another early whistle. Ay, ay, ay.
Hard to see if he really had it covered. I think it was Evans in there picking at her Filiaggi as Paris came across the line and cut in, and Vengeance defenders storm in and shut down the middle of that ice as Kassane made a hard play on Paris, but the puck kicked to the net. It's hard to tell where we are, if he really covered it or what it looked like, but nonetheless, another quick whistle as the Penguins do manage to get it across that line, but face off in the offensive zone.
Pressured by Shub, rimmed around by the Vengeance. They'll pick it up on their own end and run a breakout. Merlot cuts that off at the blue line, and a battle will incur there as Shub Tries to advance it further, but it's knocked. They'll be the first ones to it, as the Pens defense was trying to hold them out at the blue line. Off the ride, banks it off the wall. Wu will battle, leaning on one. Merlot gets in there, he'll lean in. It's back to Wu, and he'll get control. Out to the half wall to Carter. Carter finds Shub. Shub dumps and chases. It'll be picked up by the Vengeance, carried behind their own net. They'll try to break out, but Shub gets the puck on it. Now a battle on the wall. It'll be Shub digging, Carter in support. Wu there as well, but it's the Vengeance stepping out with it. They'll carry behind their net. It pops free. There's Shub, and again with the glove is Riley. The Vengeance are a good counterattack team, and this is what you're going to see. Weaving in, firing one off the pad of Hanner, who pushes it to the half wall. The Vengeance will get there and rim it around. Star to the puck, stopping, tossing it for Carter. He pops it off the wall for Wu, but it's picked up by Voigt for the Vengeance, carrying in behind. Crafty player. Brother, a fifth-round draft pick of the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Whoa, that was almost a fine right there. It's Toronto and Montreal rivalry.
That'll get Cine TV canceled.
Yeah, you messed that up. We're done for. As 15 subscribers unsubscribe.
By the way, we reached the 500 mark this weekend. 503 of you. We thank you all for subscribing. 26 of you live right now. If you're not a subscriber, that's what we ask. Hit the subscribe button below. On the now quest for 1,000 after we've breached the 500 level. Real carries around behind the Vengeance net. He'll work with it in the corner. We tick inside of a minute to play here in the first. Penguins leading 1-0. Could be 4-0. As Real gets control at center. Discards a Vengeance player and drives into the outside. Cuts back to the middle. Tries to get one off. It rolls off the twig. It'll be picked up by Sproul. He'll find Kaminsky back at the point. Smart play there by Sproul. He's having a really good weekend, I feel. Back come the Vengeance. Pens with 3 forwards tucked in behind their net, and the Vengeance come flying out through center. Villela able to get a stick on it. Real gets run into. Sproul will end up with the puck. He'll pin a Vengeance player against the boards. The referees, I think, have done it into the offensive corner. The Penguins getting a line change as we are inside of 10 seconds. Merlot at the blue line. Tapping it forward. Evans chases it to the corner. And we'll end the first period 1-0 Penguins. We'll be able to see all the goals that go in the net now, as it'll be right in front of us. Hopefully we don't get these quick whistles.
And a good period by both teams. Harris, the only goal scorer. Couple other opportunities. Kind of a hack and whack cluster at times through this game as this Vengeance team looks to disrupt and work hard and get in the way and try to create. They had a couple 2-on-1s and odd man rushes that they were able to execute on. But here we stand 1-0 after the first period of play. And you know, I mentioned the line changes to a couple of lines, moving some guys around in different positions here as Ray Conway looks to adjust his forward units.
And the defense pairs were different,
defense pairs are different. And on the other side, you know, Darren Riley made some big glove saves and had some, you know, great plays in and around him that he was able to swallow up, and a little help from the refs with some quick whistles keeps this a 1-goal game.
Yeah, I think Vengeance doing kind of what we expect, that counterattack.
Yep.
You know, the Pens will have puck control here. They'll have to work in the offensive zone. They're going to have to be cautious of the counterattack. The Vengeance, a fast team that can score on the counterattack. So Hanner equal to the task on everything that's been thrown his way. And the Pens only able to pop one past the Vengeance goaltender here. So the ice tilted and the game kind of playing out how we thought. As the dads progressed on the dad migration, they're telling us it should be at least a 4-1 game here. As Evans will loft one in, glove side for Riley again. I think he was looking for Parrish driving the net there.
You never know if you got someone driving through to the net on Riley. It kicks out. You got yourself a quick rebound opportunity in front.
Filiaggi will lean in. Won by the Vengeance, but picked up by Merlot. He'll center it. It's tapped by Paris. If he would have let that go, I think Evans is right there for a one-timer. He can't see behind him, though.
Yep.
As Paris tried to corral that pass and got the backhander in on net. This time it's won by the Pens, but controlled by the Vengeance. And it'll be Watson up through center. He's battled with Ofterhide. As the Vengeance dump it into the Penguins' end, it'll be Merlot getting there. He reverses. Paris there to pick it up. A nice indirect pass up to Filiaggi, who's tied up along the boards by the Vengeance defenseman Bombich. And the Vengeance will jump in. A high stick played, though, by the Vengeance D, and it'll be an offensive zone draw. The Penguins will get a line change here. We're about 45 seconds into period 2. The Penguins leading 1-0.
You see the face-off play they tried last time with the D-man down. They'll elect to go a standard play here as Shub tells Julius a little secret. We'll see if they can't run anything.
Patenko and Wu on the draw, won by the Vengeance, picked up by Bombich. He'll look to go D to D. The breakout pass cut off by Carter. It's Wu and Bombich behind the net as the Vengeance rim it around Starr there. He'll dump it back for Wu. He possesses, finds Carter driving the net. He just couldn't get the backhander through. It's still in front for Wu. Wu tosses it towards the net. Now we'll try a wraparound in front. Puck still loose. It's whacked out and out to center by the Vengeance D. Julius gets it there.
Wu with a couple chances, just strong. Corrals it and tried for the wraparound, almost tucked it in.
Now the Vengeance back 2-on-1 into the Pens end, and they'll be offsides. That was Burns on the wing, offsides as the Vengeance drive the Penguin zone.
Brent Burns?
His cousin, Will.
Will Burns, okay.
Actually, I think it's his brother's cousin.
Let's hope he has all his teeth. Had a shower this morning.
Or this month. Well, it being a hockey dad's trip, I'm not sure how many showers have actually occurred this weekend. But I was pretty proud of Cam. He wanted up a little early to get a shower this morning. I was like, all right, buddy, we'll take it. We'll take it. It's the Vengeance possessing its center. They'll dump it off the boards. And firing one cross ice. Waving at it was Ermlich. He couldn't get it to come down. Now Reel will get the puck. He taps it out looking for center and doesn't get it there. It'll be brought back in by the Vengeance. Diving to the ice, shooting one in, and it's stopped by Hanner and held. It looks like a Vengeance parents behind the net thought that might have gone in. They weren't that excited at the 4 that went in for the Penguins. It didn't count. But it'll be a D-zone draw to the right of Hanner. The left, as you look at it on your screen, from our beautiful vantage point here in the corner of Hazel Park Arena. A shot in from the point, handled and covered by Hanner.
Be pretty precise with your plays here. This pesky Vengeance team, just stick on pucks, not super easy to execute. Be a little bit more aware of those stick battles. And
nice job by
passes.
the wings there, tying up the Penguins forwards as they try to come out through center. It'll be Evans. He's cut off by 3 Vengeance. Gathered by Paris at center, taken from him by Hartman, and in come the Vengeance. Trying to dangle a Penguins defenseman. It's tossed behind the cage. Rimmed around, it'll be Filiaggi, tripped up on the play. And the puck will end up back in the Penguins' corner to be controlled by Ofterhide behind the net. He'll pick it up and reverse it again. It'll be back to Filiaggi's side. He'll tap it out, and Paris has it through center. Into the offensive zone with Evans. Taps it over to him. Evans couldn't get control of that. Evans will try to center this one. That's broken up by the Vengeance defense, and back they come. Evans in a battle there at the blue line as it's Starr now and dumped in by the Vengeance. Paris under siege as Starr gets to the puck. Banked off the boards, and now Evans gets control. tripped up, but he's able to fire it off to Filiaggi. A one-on-one play here. He'll test that glove again, and it's covered by, they won't give him the whistle, though. They'll make him play it. Shub jumps on the ice for Filiaggi as the Penguins complete their change. It'll be Wu behind the net. He'll get control, wind out in front, shot, batted out of the air. No high stick on the play. And back come the Vengeance. It's Watson in front of his own bench picking it up. Carrying wide, defended by Julius as he'll pull up in the corner as the Vengeance with some offensive zone time here in period 2. Banked off the boards by Carter, but kept in by Kassane. He'll drive it into the corner. A centering feed picked off by Starr. The Vengeance doing a great job sharing the puck here and applying pressure to the Penguins. A slap shot from the point trickles wide of the cage. It'll be Starr stopping in the corner, reversing for Julius. And the Pens fly Shub up ice. This one will get just wide of the cage and it'll be an icing.
And there's that execution, right? You get it strong side to weak side, possession on a breakout. It's got to be tape to tape. You've got to come up with speed and transition together. A little unorganized by the Pens. They want to spend some time down in that offensive zone to get out against this relentless forecheck and play and hard work of this Vengeance team. They're going to have to clean that up.
Reel on the draw, wins it back to Kaminsky. It's Villela now firing it up ice. For the Pens was Sproul. It bounces off the stick of Armstrong, and the Pens will battle along the wall. Villela. And back come the Vengeance. One-on-one with Kaminsky. He's able to defend nicely and tick it to the corner for Villela. It's all Vengeance right now, period 2, as they drive in front of the cage, shot off Hanner in behind. It's Armstrong getting control, carrying it to center. 3-on-2 develops. Armstrong into the offensive zone, weaving, looking, firing one off the stick of Reel. And it'll be gathered behind the net by Reel. Reversed around by the Vengeance. Kaminsky keeps it in. He'll pop it, trying to get it behind the cage. I think that's Patenko working for it. Reel taps it forward. Reel again, coming together as it pops free to Armstrong. Goes to the backhand, drops it to the defense in the form of Ofteride, who misplays it, and it's back out to center. Penguins Ofteride dumps it in. The Penguins, I think, looking for a change, at least on the D side. They will get some of the forwards changed as well. Sproul in to pester the Vengeance breakout. A shot goes up off Filiaggi, past Ofteride, and the Vengeance have life into the offensive zone. Paris there to break it up. Merlot will get control. It'll be off to Filiaggi. Filiaggi has Evans crossing. He finds a nice feed to Paris. Paris fires it. I think it almost looked like a shot at Evans. And the Pens are offsides at the blue line. Evans about 2 steps in front there. Blue line sneaks up on him, huh?
It'll sneak up on you. We saw the execution on that breakout, Jeremy. Just, wheel the net. Good pass to the winger, tape to tape. You're able to get out of the zone with good support. See why these defense in the NHL make $4.5 million a year just making a pass out of their zone.
Yeah. There the Penguins tried to carry it out, and it's turned right back by the Vengeance, and a scoring chance there as it goes in front of the cage. Filiaggi will get to it, and he'll find Evans, who taps it into the offensive zone, drives to the corner to get it. Supported behind by Filiaggi. He'll come out from behind and fire a backhander off the blocker side of the Vengeance net. Back come the Vengeance, running a good breakout here for the white. Vengeance are in white, as your Pens are in their black unis for the first time this weekend. It's rimmed around by the Vengeance. Kept in at the blue line. Battle in the corner. It'll be, I think that's Villela. Working behind. Kicking at the puck. The Vengeance overtake him. And the Vengeance come out the wall, firing one. It's kept out by the handman.
Hartman with a great driving play off of a battle on the wall. The guy always said when you watch him play, he's like an Energizer battery.
And the Pens will be offsides as Villela plays it into the zone. Your Penguins in their black jerseys with the gold penguin on the chest, all black with the gold striping, pants, jerseys, and socks. And, of course, the iconic gold Pens Elite helmets. 34 of you joining us. If you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button below. 38 now, actually, on the live feed. Thanks for joining us, Cinnamon Swirl TV. Your YouTube home of the Pens Elite. The Vengeance working it through center. Overskated a bit. Shub got there. He tried to bank it off the boards. The Vengeance will get control. Stick on puck. It's freed up. It's Carter into the offensive zone. Moves it to Shub. Shub shot sent just wide of the glove side. Penguins are insistent on testing the glove of Riley. Shot comes in off a defenseman in front. It'll be chased down. Shub in the corner battling with Farah. Shuby loses his stick, but Carter comes away with it. He's got off the right back door. He's just a little quick on the shot. Couldn't get it off. It's Shub, though, in front. Firing one. And he'll find the back of the net. Carter Shub rewarded for the hard work. And he'll blast a backhander past Riley and make it 2-Love Penguins.
Right in your living room right here. Unbelievable handle by Shub. I believe he just touches it, and it pops up between his feet right to his backhand. It's a great little skill player off this battle. He just kind of poked it and then set it in front of him to turn into the play and throws a backhand. And you're right, they don't go glove side. It's through the blocker arm of Darren Riley, and 2-0 now the Pens. This is good down low work right there, Jeremy.
A little dipsy doodle dunkaroo for Carter Shub. 2-0 Penguinis. That's a good goal there by the Pens as the Vengeance were getting some life. Offensive zone possession time. Really doing a good job working and battling, playing their game, gaining some confidence, and the Pens able to pot a goal. It's happened to the Penguins quite a few times this weekend. It's good to see it the other way as Reel comes in. He's got Sproul on the outside. He'll test that glove again, and Riley's there to squeeze it.
Another board battle at the blue line. Reel just kind of picks it out of there like a vulture off a carcass as he comes in. Kind of a 2-on-2, elects to shoot. Riley just squeezes it. Seems to handle that glove fairly well.
The carcass picking at the blue line.
You got to eat. You got to eat, right, Jeremy?
Everybody's idea of a delicacy is different. Reel pops it into the corner, and he'll chase it down. Stopping and starting. He's working with Armstrong as it's rimmed around. It's Farrett and Sproul coming together. Reel comes away with it. Nice feed up high to the point. That shot misses just a bit outside.
Tino, I think, thought we were calling for that.
And the Vengeance back to the Pens end where Villela's there to break it up. It'll be Armstrong firing across ice. He's got Reel streaking in, carries around one, cuts inside, and he gets the dipsy doodle dunkaroo for the real deal. Jack Reel goes high, blocker, and makes it 3-Love.
Little turnover in the neutral zone. Sproul, who just gently guides it over to Reel. A great little hesitation move by Reel as he comes in on Farah, one of their better defenders on this team. He's always had a really good stick, but that little stutter step allows him to then turn it on and drive wide, and then the deft touch by Reel to just guide it over short side, Jeremy. That was a nice goal.
Now Evans will fire one, and that's off the corner. I think that was in.
It may have been in. It might have hit the croast.
Oh. Right off the corner. Great shot on the one-timer by Evans. He's bumped by Voigt. It's coming in front. There's Filiaggi hitting Paris, who just misses the net wide. The Penguins have ramped things up here. It's Filiaggi off of his glove. Picked up by Watson. He'll turn. Evans there. Frees it up for Villela, who gains the zone, but Evans is a step off. Unable to clear. Penguins just applying pressure And I was reminded by one of the parents it might be 3-0 on the scoreboard, but it's 6-0 as far as pucks in the net.
Are we counting that?
No.
I think
the parents are.
I found as an ex-head coach, it's best not to listen to the parents.
It'll be Wu on the draw. Over to Shub. Shub looking for Carter. Carter spun around, and it'll be the Vengeance coming back out the other way off the ride. Tries to keep it. Nice job there to break it up, and beautiful back support by Shuby to cover up as Ofteride held the blue line. Shub there. Now Merlot weaving through. Gets poked. And back come the Vengeance. Bodies, let the bodies hit the floor as multiple players falling at the Penguin blue line. It's smacked back out and through center by the Penguins. Anderson for the Vengeance with the puck. He shoots it right into Carter's chest. And the Pens have some legs as he cuts to the middle. And a beautiful glove save there by Riley. As Carter looked high short side.
Great dipsy doodle outside, inside. Pens off a quick turnover once again. Look to strike, and Carter with that great skating ability, smooth. Comes in, poised, head up. Tried to go to that glove, and we've seen Darren Riley as he comes up big once again.
Back come the Vengeance through center. A pass from Voigt to the outside. Forget if 44 is Ermlich or Patenko. Ermlich. And he possesses it as he drives into the Penguins' end. Centering feed, battled for in front, covered by Hanner. We get the whistle and a stop and play D-zone draw. You were talking about the stutter step by Real. One of the things I know the Penguins do work on a ton throughout the last 3 years is deception, using your head and shoulder fakes. Speed deception's another one, right? And that ability to kind of like lull a defender, like, hey, I'm kind of coming down, and then boom, 2 quick steps and you're by.
Yep.
Real best on the team at that by far.
Yeah, and it's like fishing, right? You got that lure in the water, you want to drag it in at just the right and trick them and drag it and give it a little pull at the right time. And, Real had the lure going on that rush, and that's exactly a change, deception, trick them, any kind of ways to get them to do what you want them to do.
Vengeance with the puck here, firing a couple in on Hanner, who kicks them both out. Picked up by Armstrong, dropped for Julius. He'll fire it up through center. It'll be an icing on the Penguins. And we'll get a line change here.
Hanner had the legs just kicking. I mean, it was
flippers.
Plam. He's like he was playing pinball down there with his legs.
I think his dad's got a pinball machine at the house.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. When he's not cutting solid gold records, he's playing pinball. Son looked like his legs were
world-renowned recording artist. Bombich back to the puck for the Vengeance.
He's a composer, he's a composer. He likes to do it all, as he's also played instruments on several tracks. Are really interesting, as it's much different than our lives to have that kind of musical gene in the family. And Hanner making sweet music in the blue paint for the Penguins.
And it is a family trade. Is the Big Hand Man's sister a musician? They were in a band together for years. You can,
country
I
music
think you can
artist.
find that
she had
online.
Some new album just dropped. I heard it the other night in the ever so popular hotel lobby at these hockey tournaments.
The Penguin zone. It's Kaminsky in the corner battling.
Hartman down, but he's up. He now possesses.
Carries behind the net. Tries a wraparound. That's kept out. Battled for at the side of the cage. It'll end up behind the Penguins' net. Rimmed around. Evans will get control. Tries to tap it out the center. A great stick. You mentioned it, Farah with the great stick there. As now we'll battle in front of the Penguins bench where they need a snow plow to clear some of the snow that's over there. Evans had one caught up earlier.
Once we're in there, we may never get it out of there, Jeremy. As we see, it's now been in there for a good 10 seconds. And
some like King Towing Company out here getting the snowplow on it. The Vengeance get control. Weaving into the Penguins zone. There's Kaminsky, again, getting physical. I feel like we're about to have a penalty call here in this one soon. As a breakout pass hops over the stick of Filiaggi, it'll be an icing. The Vengeance run a very short bench. I think they only run 2 forward lines, I think, and they may have 1 extra forward. And I want to say they only have 4 defensemen right now.
Yeah, and it's, you know these weekends, you're playing 2 games a day. Starts to add up, a little wear and tear on these young guys, and a lot of ice time, hard on their little bodies as they battle through a full weekend of hockey against some pretty good hockey teams.
Shub using deception to dump it. Oh, he hadn't quite gained the red line. And they'll get an icing on the Pens.
We saw the disappointment in Shuby's face there. He's going, oh, come on. But it's either soft touch if you don't get the red line, or make sure you get that red line.
Having seen his dad play golf, I don't think he's got that like backspin, pull it back kind of pitching wedge into the green.
Yeah, not a lot of us dads possess that ability.
I think Ofterhide might be the only one.
Unfortunately for our kids.
Shot in on Hanner. He tosses it to the corner. Merlot. Fans on a breakout pass. But that horn will tell you we have ended the second period. A 3-0 Penguins lead after 2. 45 of you on the live stream. Let's make sure all 45 are subscribers below. Hit subscribe. It's what we ask. If you're listening to me right now, hit the subscribe button, please. Looks like we got some great support out there from Nini. And I think our stream's
Who we got,
looking
Mimi?
good. Nini. Preston's Nini. Yeah.
The Nini.
She's always on. And they're the ones, I mean, we
bright and early on a Saturday, Nini. Cinnamon Swirl TV sends its thanks and its love and well wishes over this holiday season as we head into Christmas. Of course, we've got that other tournament coming up soon here in Pittsburgh. Jeremy, what is that thing called?
The Midwinter.
Midwinter Classic coming up. I'm sure Nini will be in attendance.
I think she's in Maryland.
She's in Maryland. She won't make the drive. Nini, come on, Nini. It's the holidays.
Midwinter coming up. Schedules are out for that. The Pens will start that on Friday. We'll bring you every game we can live here on Cinnamon Swirl TV. I will be running like a maniac between Cam's games and Squish's games. I can get to all of them, but there will often be where I'm running in at the last moment. As we're at RMU, Alpha, Barrel, and UPMC throughout the weekend, and that's just in the first 6 games.
We may have to get you a drone helicopter to transport you around.
I think the FAA would see a big blip on their radar. They wonder what that is.
Holy crap, Santa Claus came early. He doesn't have a beard, but he's got a bowl full of jelly.
Not jam, just jelly.
It's correct.
It'll be off the ride.
We've got the pinball wizard down here now as Hanner's in front of us. You just look back at us to make sure the cameras are on all the time.
Merlot was looking cross ice for Carter Ofterhide. He'll step into it, banking it off the boards for Wu. It's plucked off of his stick and cleared back up through center. It'll be Merlot. Merlot up to Shub. Shub dumps it into the corner. Tracked down there by the Vengeance as they rim it around. It's Watson. Watson to Voigt. Voigt looked for Hartman, and swooping through like a hawk is Jake Starr. He finds Wu. Wu fires it backside. Starr was crashing the cage, and the puck just went wide. Penguins working in the Vengeance zone now as the Vengeance will try to break things out. A nice pass off the boards, gathered in and carried up through center, defended by Julius. Forced wide on the play is Hartman. He'll dump it into the corner where Starr will go get it. Starr uses his body to protect the puck. Banks it further along, and it'll be Real deep in the zone. Sending it all the way up ice off the stick of Sproul. And the Prens will chase it down. Banked off the wall, it's Real. Reversing around for Sproul. Now Real. Real to Villela. Villela back to Real. Penguins possessing here offensive zone. Real creating space like he's so good at. He'll find Villela. We play catch again. Now he head up, fires it cross ice, looking for Kaminsky. It banks off of his stick and is out to center ice. Armstrong back on the back check to break it up. The Vengeance changing at their bench as it comes free to Villela. And we'll have an offside play. The puck kind of caught up in the snow here. Put real offsides.
And an opportunity for a break right there.
Oh, looks like Nini will be there in person.
Yeah, I knew it. It's that holiday season. Hanging in on the chat. I'm sure she's getting a kick out of this. All these love and shout outs on the ever so popular Cine TV.
Maybe we get an intermission Nini interview.
We should get a call-in interview.
Off their hide with the shot fired just wide of the Vengeance cage.
Do we possess the technology here at Cine TV for a call-in?
I don't think we can do
interview?
A call-in. We might be able to get her live, though, at the midwinter.
Oh, that's be happening.
Oh, we apparently can do call-ins, according to producer extraordinaire, CEO, president, and chairman of the board, Nick Paris. Is a shot from the point by Merlot's deflected in front and gobbled up by Riley. I keep adding titles to you, Nick. Your business card's going to be a full page.
Well, you know it'll be decked out as it ever is with our flyer that we send out every weekend with all the teams and the schedule, and a lot of work goes into that. Thank you to Nick Paris and yourself, Jeremy, for putting it all together.
We need somebody to run our Twitter feed in the middle of tournaments and games.
We gotta hire one of those.
On
we gotta
City
hire.
TV.
I think we're looking to hire a millennial. Because we are well past that.
We are definitely well past that.
Gen Z, I think I am. I don't know.
Were you a part of the Gen X Penguins lineup when they did those promotions?
Yeah.
Dumped in by Bumbich.
Funny enough, I had some buddies on a boys trip come to Pittsburgh. They used to have those banners up on the light poles downtown as I was on one of them, and got some pictures the next morning that I saw when I was dragging my buddies to a morning skate of them climbing up the up the light pole to try to rip one of them down to take home.
I have one.
Do you have one?
I have it's in my shooting zone. It's a 2010 Stanley Cup playoff one.
You got one, didn't
you? No comment on how that was procured. But it is hanging in the basement. As Real winds into the Vengeance zone, cutting the outside backhander. It's in the back of the net as the real deal Jack Real shaking, baking, magic making on the backhand.
Second of the game, he went short side high on the forehand. This time pushed over to his backhand and still makes it count. The Penguins now 4-0. 11 minutes to go here in this third period.
Real will lean in at the faceoff dot. Controlled by the Vengeance. Banked off the boards. It'll be Armstrong looking up for Real. Sent back the other direction. It over. Shot! Defended well by Hanner. Sent back the other way. A seam pass there by Voigt. Gets picked off and back on the Pens. It's a 3-on-1. Sending it across to Real. He's looking for number 3.
Oh.
And it's straight filthy. He's popping bottles, baby, as he goes backhand top cheddar for the HT.
Another backhander. That was like a Sega Genesis. As you just hold down that shoot button, get the power gauge fully loaded, and it just backhand slap shot out of Sidney Crosby almost. It looked like he went cross body on Darren Riley for the HT, and 2 goals in about 30 seconds right there for the Real deal.
As Evans into the offensive zone, defended by Hartman, centering one off the stick of Filiaggi and wide. Julius crashing down from the point, able to pick it up. Paris, a nice job covering for him as the battle's in the corner. Julius will work out from there, firing it in front. Evans shot blocked. Now Julius wristing one at the net that's blocked and careens to the corner. Evans breaks it up. Paris driving down Main Street, right down Broadway. into the boards behind the cage where the Vengeance will try to break out from there. But it's cut off by Evans. Now Filiaggi, now Evans. Back behind, plucked off the wall by Paris. His cross ice feed skips over the stick of Evans. He'll possess it and toss it back to Starr. Starr gets tied up a bit with Filiaggi for a moment. He's able to actually work it over to him, and it'll be popped back out. A centering feed carried out by the Vengeance. A great stick by forward, now defenseman Nick Paris. And the Vengeance will dump and get a change. Panner sets it up behind for the Penguins center iceman Paris. His pass a little high, bouncing off the boards, gets by Evans, but it's picked up by Starr. He's got Evans at center if he can find him. Evans will try to drag one around Farah. Can't do so. Farah will use his body to protect the puck, but right there's Filiaggi to take it away for the Pens. Crashing down the boards is I couldn't tell who that was.
Austin Wu.
Was that Wu? And the Vengeance will come back out the other direction. They try to poke it by the Pens defense. Villela gathers it calmly, plays it to the corner, but Voigt carries it from behind the net as he picked it up in the corner. Defended off by Carter. Can the Pens clear the zone? They will not. Kept in at the blue line.
There's
Villela.
bodies all over the place right now. There's just carnage out here on the ice.
We wind inside of 10 minutes to play here. And it's kept in at the blue line again by the Vengeance. Penguins having trouble escaping their own end in this 5-0 game. And now Kaminsky's going to head off. He was waiting for one. He got it. It'll be Kaminsky to the box for roughing.
Crazy play as bodies are all over the place. Penguins unable to get out of the zone. Hardworking Vengeance team is all over the puck and all kinds of troubles and executing clean passes in those battle zones.
Is Voigt on the bench by himself? Oh, I think Hartman's over there. Mark Voigt, the head coach of the Pittsburgh Vengeance.
I'm unsure what they're doing right now. It should be a
They called a rough.
penalty as
And now they're going to put the puck out at center ice, I guess.
Hartman cut in, back in.
Timeout. Timeout Vengeance.
Timeout Vengeance. He wants a timeout. Hartman cut back into Kaminsky along the wall as he was committed to chasing him in that situation. And instead of absorbing him, Kaminsky, as we know, won't have any of that. He ain't absorbing anything. Tosses Hartman down, and the little Energizer Bunny gets up. And Mark Voigt, head coach of this Vengeance club, will call a timeout and look to draw up a miracle play here. We'll see what they do in setting up this power play. Is this the first penalty of the game?
It is. First penalty of the game. The Penguins will set up their penalty kill. It's head coach Ray Conway discussing with his penalty killers. It looks like it'll be Wu and Shub up front. I see Merlot on the ice. I can't tell who the other defenseman is. Conway flanked by assistant coaches Jason Julius and Chris Shub, the man with the world's greatest hair.
You got to know Chris Shub got up and had a shower this morning also, right? He might have had, unprecedented move, but you got to believe he had the hairdryer going.
Oh, absolutely. Looks like, is it?
He might have had double hair dryers going.
It's three forwards for the Penguins. Merlot, Shub, Carter, and Wu on the penalty kill.
Oh.
As the Vengeance move it around, a shot there. Literally, Vengeance with a stick tied up in the paraphernalia of the Penguins goaltenders. They're trying to get that net front presence. Knocked down on the play as a Vengeance player. Skating it out is Carter. Penguins with a bit of an unorthodox penalty kill, but Carter breaks free. He'll be into the offensive zone, carrying it to the backhand, trying to tuck it in.
Puck just
Penguins
seemed to
will
follow him there.
Real on the ice.
Shub
defending. Cross ice feed to Bombich. He'll toss it around behind, and the Vengeance will try to set up from the point. Out over the blue line is Bombich, and it'll be an offside play.
Yeah, that puck just seemed to follow Carter up the ice off a couple sticks. 7:34 as they're running the clock right now as we speak.
5-goal lead.
Is that the rule?
Mercy rule. I guess it's better we didn't have the 3 goals earlier because
Yeah.
it would have started running earlier. Mercy rule in effect here as the clock runs. It's Starr finding Sproul, who fires it up. 5 seconds left on the Kaminsky penalty. It'll be picked up by Reel. Kaminsky comes out of the box. The Penguins with the puck in the vengeance zone. Bombich able to get control and come through center. Big long strides on the vengeance defenseman as he carries to the half wall. He's battled with by Starr. Starr will get control and work it to Reel. Reel firing up the middle of the ice. Finds Armstrong. Armstrong in the right-hand side. He'll fire cross ice. There's Sproul.
What a play!
And Armstrong snaps it over to Big Willie Styles Williams Sproul, who finds the corner.
That's got to feel good for William Sproul. He had about 7 point-blank opportunities last game, was unable to execute, but a nice breakout right here. Armstrong takes up the right side as Reel swoops in as a low centerman to Armstrong, touches it to him, and then a tape-to-tape laser beam seam to the back door, and we know Sproul can rip it, and he cashes in finally. It's got to feel good for him. And that was a great, nice executed rush up the ice and goal for the Penguins, 6-0.
It's Sproul in the offensive zone, working hard, firing it in behind the cage. Up to Reel, defended off by Julius. Pinned against the wall in front of the Penguins bench as we will break out the snow shovels again. Armstrong and Julius digging. It'll be the Vengeance coming away with it and tossing it into the Penguins' end. It'll be set up by Hanner. Off-the-ride carries behind as we wind inside of 5 minutes to play here. Banked off the boards, up the center, and we're going to get a Penguin penalty. It'll be Jack Reel with the hookaroo. Hooking, not legal in hockey.
Jack Reel, a little bit of everything in today's game. Picked up an assist on the last goal, of course, has a hat trick today, and now will sit for 1.5 minutes in the penalty box for a hook. Been all over the ice as they move him to the center ice position, making things happen, shaking and baking, collecting his own and adding to his YouTube highlight reel.
It'll be Evans and Paris, the penalty killers for the Penguins. A cross-ice feed almost picked off by Paris. It'll be worked deep to Voigt. He's pressured by Kaminsky as they try to jam at the side of Hanner's net. Villela also out there defending. A pass right off the stick of Paris, and it's out free in the neutral zone. Who's going to win the race? It's either Paris, Evans, or Farah, and it's Evans who cuts to the middle and lasers one to the glove hand side.
That was hilarious. It was Evans against Paris in a full-out race for the puck, and Evans wanted that puck real bad as he beats everyone to it up the ice, and nice cut inside to his forehand, and then back across to that glove side as you have Darren Riley pulling off that post. Good heads-up play, but hard work and speed and a little internal competition in a skating race as well. We got to see 7-0.
And Evans might pop free again. It's actually tied up by Kassane there. Nice defensive play. And now we're going to get a penalty on the Vengeance. It'll be Bombich headed to the sin bin as the penalty expires on the Penguins. Running clock here. The Penguins player will come out. We'll play some 5-on-4 power play hockey.
4-on-4 for a bit. Is he out?
He should be. He has decided not yet to leave the box.
Well, I don't think maybe he can't come out till the puck is dropped. I don't know the
Maybe.
rule on running time.
I don't either, actually. 1.5 minutes thrown on the board for Bombich. I think that is the rule. Reel joins the play. Fired from the outside by Ofterhide. 7-0 Penguins lead. Cross ice and a one-time missile by Ofterhide, misses the cage. No icing. No icing on the play. It'll be picked up by Paris in his own end. He'll rim it around. Past Ofterhide. It's gathered by Evans. He'll try for Filiaggi. That's defended off by the Vengeance forwards, but picked up by Merlot, the fine wine, into the offensive zone. I had a little Pinot last night, not quite Merlot, but he'll look back to the point for Filiaggi. It's just out of his reach. 43 left on the Penguins' power play as Filiaggi gathers it in. Now to Ofterheide, up to Paris. Paris weaving into the offensive zone as the Penguins change lines. Paris drives to the middle, can't get through. The Vengeance will clear it down, but not, or out, but not down. Starr picks it up, banks it off the wall. Penguins complete their line change as Julius picks it up and sends it cross ice looking for Carter. It's dancing around a Vengeance defendant, leaving it for the Wu-Tang. Firing one, backhander stopped by Riley. Turning back with it here, Carter leaves it for Shub. Shub's shot in on net, rebound sitting there, poked just wide of the cage by Wu. Gathered in by Shub, popped in for Carter. Gathered and sent back to the point. Julius dances one, fires one high up off the shoulder. As the Penguins relentless after the puck. Power play over as we wind inside of 40 seconds to play, and what will be a Penguins victory. Skating to it is Julius. He's pressured by the Vengeance as they try to put one up here. Wu comes on with the puck. Carries down the right-hand side, cuts to the outside into the corner. The Vengeance will streak out of their own end. Villela defending. They'll play it through. Fought off there by the Pens defense. Banked off the boards to Shub. Shub firing one up ice. Sproul there, but he's unable to get control as he trips over the blue line. The horn will sound, and this one will end a 7-0 Penguins victory. And they really picked it up. I mean, they just snapped off plays, the puck movement, the shots. A good, solid win here for the Penguins.
Yeah, you can see what the execution will do, right? When they can tape-to-tape passes and execute on breakouts at how they can get up the ice. This Penguins team, of course, the Vengeance have other things in mind and look to work hard and disrupt and battle. Hanner had to make some good saves, and the Battle of Pittsburgh is over here as they meet for the first time, the Vengeance and the Penguins, as they shake hands, and these guys all know each other. They'll see January, February, I believe, on the schedule.
Okay. So this one, a 7-0 Penguins win. Thank you for joining us, Cinnamon Swirl TV. Cameraman Chris Merlot, producer, CEO, chairman of the board, CFO, Nick Paris. Myself, play-by-play man Jeremy Evans, and joined by color commentator Colby Armstrong, who's back to Pittsburgh to watch the Penguins and Ducks. But we're going to bring you the Penguins and Ducks right here from Hazel Park Arena. I think 3:30 tonight, this afternoon. Join us then. Subscribe below. Thank you, Cinnamon Swirl.